What is up? Welcome back to another episode of the Curtis Zone. I, your humble and handsome host, Dylan J. Curtis, do nothing but welcome you and ask you to hit the like and subscribe button that are located down there if you want more of me, my smiling face, my broad shoulders, and of course of my bouncing pecs. Now, people keep asking me if I'm going to do anything special for October, and I've decided that every October will be Supernatural month. I decided that weeks ago when I did that episode on the supernatural characters, you know? You remember that one. You saw that one. Today is a little different. Today is another How Powerful Would Someone Be episode. We asked ourselves, how powerful would Yusuke Urameshi be if he had Goku's Spirit Bomb, a White Lantern Ring, and the Lost Keystones of Brazil from Ben 10? The reason why I'm doing this How Powerful Would Someone Be episode is because Netflix announced that in December they're going to be releasing the Yu Yu Hakusho live action series. I do not know if it's going to be an English version of the series or a Japanese version of a live action series, but we can't wait nonetheless because, well, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of the most popular Japanese animes to ever hit the American television. Now, before we get started, a little bit of news. It has been reported that every writer and director from Daredevil Born Again has been fired by Kevin Feige himself, which means they're going to have to do a bunch of rewrites and a bunch of reshoots due to the fact that Kevin Feige wasn't necessarily happy with how they did Daredevil Born Again. The next piece of news is that Warner Brothers has gone ahead with plans for a live-action movie of the Zeta Project. Nothing is set in stone on actors, directors, cast, or story, but we are still looking forward to it nonetheless. The Zeta Project, it was a fun series. I can't wait. You can't wait. Come on. The final piece of news from the world of Paramount, Hasbro and Paramount Entertainment have decided to definitely go forward with the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, but they want to make a G.I. Joe standalone movie first. Nothing is set in stone on cast, directors, writers, or anything of that nature, but we can't wait nonetheless. Now, let's get into this episode, and remember, hit the like and subscribe button. Now, I know that you guys are not new, but for those of you who are new to the Curtis Zone, here are some things that you need to know about these How Powerful Would Someone Be episodes work. I give you the stats of the character, then I give you the stats of the weapons that they're going to use, the powers, the armor, the weapon that they're going to use, and then you, the viewer, leave in the comment section down below how powerful you think the character would be if they had all this stuff combined to their own power. And don't be shy, alright? Really get into it. Really dig deep and tell me how powerful you think the character would be if they had all this stuff combined to their power. Like I said before, the live-action version of the series will be premiering on Netflix in December, and it looks pretty freaking cool. So I thought it'd be a great idea to do this. Quick little origin on Yusuke Urameshi. He was once a very proud and very arrogant high school student until he was run over by a car and turned into a spirit ghost, during which he would receive training under the eye of Botan and Kawema to become the spirit detective of the spirit world. Yusuke Urameshi will receive even more training from Genkai in order to use his spirit gun, his spirit wave, and the shotgun abilities. He's a very skilled detective, but he's also an arrogant teenage brat. As far as powers go, he is first and foremost the detective of the spirit world, which means he has amazing deductive reasoning capabilities. He's a pretty good street brawler too, knowing kickboxing and all sorts of martial arts. His spirit energy allows him to tap into a lot of great abilities known as his spirit gun. His spirit gun is basically 3-4 bullets that he can fire from his finger. But once combined with the Spirit Wave Orb, they became even more powerful. He also has a shotgun ability, which is basically a spread out spirit gun, which he can fire at anyone. The final ability that he has is a Spirit Wave Punch, which if directed into a point blank shot can hurt anyone. He once hurt a god with it. I speak for all comic book fans around the world when I say do not underestimate the power of a White Lantern Ring, because it gives you the power of all Lantern Rings in the emotional spectrum, and it gives you the powers to reanimate the dead. In the Blackest Night Prophecy, Kyle Rayner used the power of the White Lantern Ring to raise the dead and to fight against the Black Hand and the Black Lantern army. So imagine this power in the hands of Yusuke Urameshi, the spirit detective of the spirit world, and tell me how powerful you think that he would be with this kind of stuff in his hands. The keystones of Brazil are nothing to trifle with. Just one of the keystones will make you the most powerful sorcerer in the world. There are stones that contain luck, which were used by Gwen in Ben 10. There's also fire, levitation, reincarnation, the whole 9 yards that comes with being a great sorcerer. Hex, the sorcerer of Ben 10, used the keystones in order to start a war of magic, but their true power was not revealed yet. It draws its power from the mountains, the great oceans and seas of the earth, and it is none other than the legendary Spirit Bomb. In the hands of Goku, it is a formidable attack due to the fact that it is a large energy ball made of spirit energy from around the world. Goku once used it against Frieza, Super Android 13, a lot of great villains in Dragon Ball Z. However, it takes a while for it to become fully charged, which is why Goku cannot use that Spirit Bomb alone. But in his hands, it is very, very deadly. And just like that, another episode of the Curtis Zone has come to a close, ladies and gentlemen. I ask that you hit the like and subscribe button for more content. I ask that you really get into the comment section below and tell me how powerful you think Yusuke Urameshi be if he had a White Lantern ring, the Keystones of Brazil, and the Spirit Bomb. Do not be afraid. Really get into it with each other, okay? And as always, I will be back very, very soon here on Supernatural Month on the Curtis Zone. Next week, I'm going to give you guys a history of on Yu Yu Hakusho, another how powerful, or top 10. Basically, I'm doing a lot of supernatural characters, okay? So, really get into it, guys. I can't wait to see you. Give some love to today's sponsors, Coastal Waste Recycling, because remember, your garbage powers someone's world, okay? I'll see you guys very, very soon.